right after we hung up the call, the answer came to me. She couldn't have seen the killer break into the trunk and steal the car because the car's up here and she's over here. And then the cliff is just...
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at it and I was like, oh, duh. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Made a crucial mistake. Please don't cry, I'll be held in contempt of court.
No.
Your Honor, hello?
Crucial mistake. I quit.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car, and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yeah.
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have... Well, okay then. You're never going to understand what's going on. Not my problem, it's yours. You're going to have a hard time lying in your next testimony if you don't pay attention to what I'm saying to you right now.
Oh, okay.
The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. And Edgeworth, do not tell me that they actually got rid of the rock, or they actually just put it in right after the murder. Because I know that that is not how it works. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock, but, they placed it there afterwards. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's great. Very right.
Where am I going?
That's for you to find out. There we go.
Okay. So... even on the map I can tell it looks like it was tall enough. Like, can we see it in the crime photo? Or the witness's photo, I mean. Yeah, the witness's photo clearly shows the edge of the rock right there.
The photo has vision.
Yes. It shows... we can see it on the side of the picture.
No, that's not good enough.
What?
Apparently, no, it's not good enough of evidence. No. That's probably, you know how they are. They're gonna say, oh, what if it doesn't exist? What if that's just a mirage?
It's photoshopped. The defense is clearly using Photoshop on the evidence in the middle of court, somehow.
Using the magic.
She has a printer under her desk. Okay, let's try to get through this, because... Hello.
I'm here.
Melissa!
Wow! Oh, that's... hi, hello.
Apparently, unlike most of the people in this court, not even just the judge anymore.
What?
Just continue.
I was able to see the car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
No!
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? The location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
What is the meaning of all this? I'm confused!
Well, at least try to read it. It doesn't seem that hard to pronounce.
Well, sure.
It's just that you don't know what it means.
Yes.
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate the witness was very upset. I'm sorry, what is your argument here? She must have heard about this stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
Excuse me?
What?
Wait, you said there was a stuck car. Car?
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
That's a good point. She even knew that and she caught herself. Around that very moment, so I don't know what Edgeworth is doing besides failing.
Being a quote-unquote genius
Oh. Mr. Judge, what? I think I remember things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute. You can just say that. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. I thought Von Karma was always perfect, Edgeworth. You're supposed to be a Von Karma. You just hear Von Karma yelling at him in the background.
How dare you!
See, Father, I told you he is the disgrace. Wait, no, that sounds more like... No, how do I do my Von Karma voice? Well, Father, may I whip him yet?
No!
Why not?
Because no.
But he is a disgrace to our family. Okay. low.
Yes, indeed, quite true. You know what they said. What do they say? That expression, to err is to human, to forgive. Sentence structure is a thing. I'm inclined to give the benefit of doubt.
No one gives the benefit of the doubt. What? This is not fair!
What else is not fair is unfair. Unfair is not fair. Save the tears for later, Katam.
I don't know why I really like the way you say kitten. Katum.
I don't know.
Mr. Armando.
That's right. Don't look back until the trial is over. Now it's time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair!
Life isn't fair. Okay, Katan. You'll need to relax and remember. Why you're failing? I mean, why you're doing such a great job.
And not punching you in the face?
I feel offended.
Don't tell me life isn't fair.
You don't want to hear the truth.
That does not address my current issue.
I'm sorry. How would you like your current issue addressed?
I
Well,
would like
what? How?
to punch someone, but I can't.
So also is available.
Oh, true.
Good job. You made a dent in the wall.
Okay.
Other kitten's testimony.
Oh, you didn't say the same.
It's weird. I don't know why. It's like it's fine when it seems fine when he calls Mia kitten, but it's just odd when he calls her kitten.
Because it is.
Just weird. I don't know why. It just is.
Maybe because at least Mia's around his age somewhere. Not really, but like maybe Wait, how old is he? Yeah, I think Mia's like around his age, so.
Yeah, I guess that's why.
That's probably why. Anyways.
And also he kind of knows Mia more than...
Kind of.
So.
I mean, I don't think they've really... It doesn't seem like they've talked too much before then. Besides, like, being in the same firm, possibly. Anyways, continue.
The killer broke into the trunk and the stolen car. He didn't break into the trunk and steal the car. That doesn't make sense. Whoops. So tell us, how do you know that? How did he break into the trunk? Oh, how do you know? Not how he did. Until you can explain how, we're going to have a lot of suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness, I'm certain he broke into the trunk because there was marks left on the trunk lid.
And why do you know this? Why were you examining the trunk lid? What?
Because someone was sitting on the trunk lid, and I knew this because someone came up to him and said, "Why are you sitting on my trunk?" It's like, "I don't know. What's your name?" "My name's Mark." And then he left. His brother was also there. His brother's also named Mark.
Continue your testimony.
Oh, okay. I'm certain there were scratch marks from where he broke it. What? Let me see that photo. It's true, those certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole.
I mean, I guess, but you could also say that that's from... Also, if he stole their car, shouldn't he have the key? Why would
That's
he
a good point.
break the key? How did he get it to start then if he didn't have the key? Why did he break into the car? What? Anyways, continue.
That's obviously how that has to be read, because it's all in caps!
But why? It's been broken open. Continue.
Why is it obvious I had broke? Almost failure.
No! What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere?
Of course you're
Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
right.
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got to her.
Stop being so mean to me! No. Seriously! I'm getting pretty tired of waiting.
I am too. Why won't the witness shut up? And
That's
perhaps
a good question.
it would be faster
Let's search
if
engine
Miss
it.
Fay explained herself. No, I am explaining myself. Maybe it would be faster if everyone else in the courtroom would read their lines on time. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was...
Because she's dead.
It's her car. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
What is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous! I could never. It was the man in the prison yard. He did it. That's
I
me.
don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. Exactly! That is exactly what I was saying. What? Why would he open? There is no need to break it open.
He stole the car!
Yes, and how do you think he got it started? He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. And how would he even drive it if it wasn't?
Oh, I see.
scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we would have never uncovered the truth. Because our detectives don't know anything. It couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
No!
Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? Timer. I told you that would be important later. The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred, and we already know, at that time, she was taking photographs. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at our camera. It has a timer built into it. Even a mini tripod. Almost as if the camera was brought just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Edgeworth, what do you think we're saying? Okay,
No,
let's go back to math class for a second.
No, actually, we're saying she was going grocery shopping.
Let's put 2 and 2 together. Okay, so we're saying that she put the corpse into the trunk of the car. We're also saying that she didn't take the picture. You said, but she was taking the picture at that time, and we said, no, she could have used her timer function. So where do you think she is? The place where you said she couldn't be because she was taking the photo. I mean, seriously, Edgeworth. That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't... Oh, wait. Okay. Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, you idiot! She was somewhere else. She was not in the field. The people they label as geniuses these days.
What are the facts? Please explain further. Listen, this is a crucial point.
We're going to end it here. Thanks for watching, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.